Hi, Michelle. It's Lori. How are you?
Hi, Lori. I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm well. I have a co-host with me. His name is Matt. Say hi to Matt for me.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Hi, Matt.
All right, Michelle, how can I help you? Give me the first name of a loved one. Just one at a time, please.
Okay, his name is Justin.
Justin?
Right.
All right. Is Justin passing a suicide?
That's correct.
Yeah. He talks to me about not fitting in and in a way of being there. I mean, gosh, I'm trying to a way to put this. He has a sister he wants to say hello to. Is this a yes?
No. Mm-mm.
There's no sister whatsoever?
No sister.
Excuse me?
No, he doesn't have a sister.
Was there a girlfriend?
I was his girlfriend.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, fiance at the time, actually.
Was Justin a musician?
Yes.
Thank you. Was there also, with Justin, the unfortunate habit of drug use?
Yes.
Thank you.
Opiate.
Yes, because I feel with him, he understands now that the drug use was part of the imbalance in the brain to help that helped the suicide along. Do you understand that?
Yes, I completely agree.
Thank you. Were you living together when he passed?
Yes,
Thank you, because he feels badly. Did you find him?
I did.
Thank you. He feels badly about you finding him. And it was in your apartment, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And he feels badly about that. And it's as if he puts his hands over his heart and he puts his head down and he puts his hands over his heart and he's just like, I am so sorry. I was so selfish in doing what I did. And yet, generally when I see suicides, they usually don't have regret of their passing, of doing this, and he does. There's a lot that he left behind in the way of a future for him. And this is one of the suicides I see that he took his life previous to that. He understands that now, and there's much regret of that, okay? And he's so sorry for you finding him. He says, I'm sorry, babe. I didn't think that through. Okay?
Yeah.
And he must have called you babe, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I just said that and I caught myself saying that. He said, yeah. And he didn't make his gig that night, he says. He's being a bit witty.
That's true. He went to his friend's band practice, and I went with his girlfriend to get my nails done at the time.
Yeah, and he didn't make it because yeah, exactly. So this also with him was a very snap decision. It was not drawn out and thought out, just so you know. It was just one of those quick snap decisions, and definitely regret here, okay? He puts his hands over his heart. This was very much a very deep love between the two of you. You really had a tendency in your relationship to hold him up. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And he wants to thank you for all the support you gave him about his personal self-esteem, his looks, his family, his lack of family, that he wanted to be family. Do you understand that comment?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thank you. Because he says, thank you for all of the support. There's layers and layers and layers of different ways that you supported him as a friend, as a lover, as a mate. Just so many different layers that you were always there for him. He also says he knows that no matter what, he could fall into you. Do you understand that comment?
Yes, I completely understand.
Yes. Yes, he says you always knew, and he always knew that you were the one person he could fall into. And he's very, I don't want to tell you that he's sad in the spirit world because he's not, but as he's talking to you, he gets very emotional. I feel like I want to cry, I being him. And he gets very, very emotional, and if I don't take a drink of water, I'm going to cry because I feel his emotion. He's so emotional with you. It's like the first opportunity he's had to talk with you and tell you how sorry he is about just being down. He says I was just downright selfish. I just wasn't thinking. It was the mix with the drugs that he took his own life, and he's just like, I didn't mean it, but I look back and I'm so sorry that this happened. Is there a memorial with the bands? Is there a tattoo with the bandmates?
He had a tattoo of a dragon that I gave to his parents. I just color it and I framed it and for the memorial.
So the tattoo he's showing me, and there's a memorial about the tattoo, correct?
Right. It was at the memorial, the 1 year memorial that I gave his parents a picture of the tattoo.
Is it in a gold frame?
It is.
Thank you, because he just shows me the gold frame is kind of chunky and ornate. Yes,
right.
Yes, he shows me the gold frame with the tattoo in it. So he must have thanked you for that. Okay, he knows that you did that. He shows me that to tell you that he knows you did that. Okay, that's something. That's something in the here and now that he wants you to know about. Okay.
Yeah.
John.
Right.
Who's John?
Well, John's my boyfriend, my current boyfriend.
Okay. He likes John, and he says this is good for you, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
He says, just breathe. That's what he said to you. He says, just breathe. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So he's going to step back now, and I just want to thank you for calling, and I'm really glad you got to talk with him, because he's very, very emotional. This is his first opportunity for you to be able to talk with him and let you know that he's okay and that he is sorry. And by the way, this had nothing to do with you, he says.
Thank you so much, Ray. I really needed this closure.
Okay. You're welcome.
Okay, take care.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Suicides, I get, this gentleman who is in the spirit world became very emotional in being able to connect with her. And I feel their emotions, and I can hear them. I heard him. He's a very good communicator. He showed me passing, etc., as you heard. But he was just very sad about taking his life. He really understands it should not have happened, and in his personal reflection. And when I do get suicides, I don't want to say as a general statement, but time and time again, I see suicides that don't mind that they've gone. They don't have regret about them taking their own life. Okay?
But this one was different.
And he was different. It was almost as if this was an accidental suicide. You know, I didn't say that to her, but that's how I feel about it. I don't feel, yes, he meant to do it, but not really. You know, it was accidental, sort of. And I do feel very much regret from him for taking his own life, especially for leaving her, because he really could fall into her, and they were soulmates for sure, you know. Yeah, so it was very emotional for this one, because I could feel he was literally crying in the end. I could see his face, and he had tears coming down his face. And so that's where my sensitivities come in, and I was trying not to cry also, because I feel what they feel.